Good morning everybody and welcome to Vlogmas day 5. We are back in the loft robe this morning just because it's the only tidy place right now. I've got my breakfast cereal. I don't normally have cereal for breakfast, but I'm really hungry and I bought myself Crispecks earlier today. I have a weakness for honey wheat cereal. I think it stems from Honey Cheerios. As a child, I was allowed to eat them as a snack. So good. I finished Ocean Vuong's book this morning. It's still in the bedroom, so Unearthed by Briefly Gorgeous, and it's hands down 5 stars. One of my favourite books of the year. It could even be a top 10 book of the year. It's just right up my alley. Just to go over the triggers again, we've got homophobia, transphobia, racism, forced abortions, war, rape has been added, or at least sexual abuse, manipulation, alcoholism, drug abuse, overdosing. It's like pretty much anything you can think of, it's probably there. Domestic abuse too. Apologies if you can hear the lawnmower in the background. This is a classic, like, almost summer day here in New Zealand. It's really freaking humid. Titus has gone out for a 20-kilometer run because he's absolutely insane, and I am cleaning the house. But anyway, talking about the book, I really think you'll like it if you enjoyed Call Me By Your Name or books which deal with really intense, close to home, hard-hitting topics. Part 1 was more about how Vietnam War had impacted our characters, our family. It is fictional. I do want to do a bit more research then, see how much of it was influenced by Ocean's own experiences. Part 2 was more about his homosexuality, and part 3 was about grief. So death is a trigger in there as well. It was just a really beautiful book in that the way things were described was so poetic. Like, I totally agree with everyone who said this novel is poetic. I will say at times that the metaphors definitely have gone over my head, especially in the 3rd part. So I will definitely, sorry, saying that word way too many times. So I will be putting it on my shelf to keep as part of my collection and to reread in the future. But for now, let me finish this bowl and continue with the Sunday reset routine.
I'm done. The house is finally clean. The garage is a laundry, and the kitchen is done. Oh, I just saw ants. Why are there so many ants? Marie, I thought I was finished. Now the house smells ever so slightly of vinegar. Ants at this time of the year. Honestly, every single neighbour has chosen today to mow their lawns, so I'm really sorry. Whatever you just saw me doing probably took you about, I wouldn't have edited it to any more than like 5 to 7 minutes. It's taken me like 2.5 hours, but it feels so good to be here in a house that's nice and clean. I've managed to get a breeze going through the house by opening up the garage / laundry door, the big doors, and a few windows. Oh, it's a nice breeze. Hopefully it's helping dry out all those clothes as well. I've got my Spidey here, and I realised I didn't do yesterday's as well. So I get two chocolates, which honestly, what have I totally deserve that. Where's number 4 though? I can't see. There we go. Number 4. The picture is Spidey in a different costume. And for our little treat, we have one of those like, I was going to say Christmas puddings. Traditional Christmas cakes, Christmas puddings. You know, I've never had one. At least not with like the white and the cherries on top. And then, where's number 5? We have Venom again. And we have a little candle. I am a bit worried about Titus. He's not back yet. I might text him, but then I don't want to interrupt his run. I don't want to throw him off his pace if he's in like that last kilometre left to go. Clicking a message. Oh, it's so soft. Oh, that chocolate was so good. I need to hydrate. My skin is starting to clear up, by the way. I think on camera red really picks up. I don't actually feel like my pimples are this red in real life. But yeah, thank you for the comments, giving me suggestions about my skin. Definitely taking them on board. I have thought about going to a dermatologist before. The only thing that stopped me is I notice when I'm about to get my period, I get a few here. But I also notice when I eat greasy food, not necessarily pizza, but like a really greasy burger, a couple of meals in a row, a couple of days in a row, and or have a high sugar diet because I've just lost all self-control when it comes to the chocolate, I get pimples. And what happened, I think for this breakout is a mix of hormones, but also in that last week of seniors, I was so stressed, I just like, not stress ate. I would like to think I have enough control that my emotions don't dictate what I put in my body, but I would come home because I hadn't had enough time to eat properly during the day, hungry, and so I would snack heaps, and snacks are notoriously like high in fat and stuff, at least the ones we have in our house, but I've eaten them all and not rebought them, so progress.
So yeah, essentially what I'm saying is I'm holding off on going to a dermatologist until I've got myself self-disciplined and eating a bit better, and then seeing if it clears up. Now though, I get to do a couple of fun things. I've got presents to wrap. Oh, Titus is back. Titus? No. You're alive! I was starting to get worried about you. Alright team, so according to my list, I've got a few things left to do. One of them being listing some stuff to sell. I mean, I've got a little bit of stuff I can pop on, but then like baking for work, I just feel way too hot to bake. Let me shut this door before it slams. So I think it's time to choose another book because we finished Ocean Vuong. Sorry guys, just setting you up on the tripod. We finished Ocean Vuong and it is time to get a new one from the shelf. So this is the assortment of books I have to choose from. So we're just gonna spin the wheel, choose a book, and sit down and chill out a little bit and start reading. I need to fill in that blank. Oh, I need to do some surgery. Look, it's a bit broken. Choosing a random one from the middle. Ugly cover. To be fair, I don't think any of them are necessarily too ugly, but there's definitely some which could be better. All right, let's choose the second book of Vlogmas. All right, okay, let's do this in terms of random number. I just got rid of On the Road because that was actually just up here to look after and to return to the library. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Laptop. Random number generator. Random number between 1 to 15. Generate. It says 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, cool. Some fantasy, Kingdom of the Wicked. I'm really excited for this. I've seen it around quite a bit. This is by Carrie Maniscalco. And I think the second book in the series, I don't know if it's duology or longer, I haven't looked into it much, came out recently. And so yeah, I'm really excited. Oh, we're a little bit closer than I'm normally used to. I have been reading Kingdom of the Wicked and I'm up to page 123. The first sentence, because I realised we didn't do that, is from the prologue. Outside, wind rattled, the wooden chimes in warning. Very ominous. And then the first sentence of the first chapter is 10 years later. Nonna Maria buzzed around the kitchen like she'd guzzled every drop of espresso in our restaurant. They were standard starters. Like I say, I'm 117 pages in. The thing I'm finding with this book is the main character, Amelia, is, I don't want to say the character's frustrated me much. It's not that. I just feel like she's turned too much. So basically the premise is she has a twin, she discovers her twin mutilated, and now she's on a revenge quest. However, the way it's written, the way her character is written, doesn't quite sit right with me for this reason. She's meant to be the softer sister. She's meant to be the one who's in love with cooking, and her big dream is to own and expand her family restaurant. And then her turn to revenge happens like in a page, and it just doesn't feel real to me. I know it's a fantasy novel, but it just doesn't feel realistic. I feel like we needed more of a slower transition rather than, right, that's it, I'm going to kill the person who did this. I'm not saying you wouldn't feel that way, but it just doesn't feel right. It is an easy read though, and I do like it a lot more now that we've been introduced to the Dark Prince, that she is obviously enemies to lovers trope is going to happen. So I'm enjoying that aspect, and it is decently easy to read. I'm just worried that the tropes are going to be a bit too much, but we'll see. It's a quarter of the way in-ish. Let's choose a bookmark for it. We've got like Dark Death. Let's go with this one. It says Real Magic, and on the back it's got just like little flowers. I feel like that's the correct vibe. After reading for a little bit, I am going to put this down, and I haven't actually done a monthly spread, let alone a weekly spread in my journal. So I'm going to throw you guys on another time lapse. This vlog is probably full of time lapses, and do a December and new weekly spread. Alright team, it's like 10:30 at night and I didn't quite get through all of my list, but gym plan I can do tomorrow after school. I've already got it saved in a drive, I just want to finesse it. And then listing some stuff to sell, I mean, I can do that later, so no stress. Oh, did you hear my knee click? So yeah, I'm just signing off really, guys. Thanks so much for making it to the end. I feel like this vlog has been mostly time lapses and just getting chores done. A massive Sunday reset was required today, so I hope you enjoyed the tidying up time lapses. In terms of the book, I haven't read any more, but I'm definitely going to sit in bed and read some. And then, as you may have seen if you had a little read of my journal, goals for December, I want to really start getting in a routine where I wake up at about 6:30, seeing what my body wants, to be honest. I can always adjust it, but basically the big goal is getting in a routine so that I can get through my Harvard books, because at the moment when I'm picking up a book that I just want to read, it's like these ones from my TBR shelf, but I need to keep making progress on my Harvard course. So the idea is I will get up tomorrow for about half an hour and read my book, and it is Odyssey by Homer, which is the book that I'm currently up to, so I will be reading that tomorrow morning. I'm also going to go plan B, so hopefully old Brucey, where is he? Down here. Old Brucey will be alive tomorrow, so stay tuned if you want to see Brucey alive. All right, bye guys. Thank you for making it to the end. Enjoy all the places you go in your own reading adventures.